بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Welcome to a new session of the Tuesday program in الرواد International School, and with a new nice group of our students. And good morning everyone. Today we have a nice guest, Mr. Faaruq الحارة, the academic consultant in the Road International School, and we are going to discuss a good and important topic that is important for everyone. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ خَلْقُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاخْتِلَافُ أَلْسِنَتِكُمْ وَأَلْوَانِكُمْ إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَاتٍ لِلْعَالِمِينَ. So language is one of the critical issues in our world that is essential for communication and interaction between human beings. So today with Mr. Faaruq الحارة, we are going to discuss the language and how the language would be a mean to success and a mean that enables you to gain the knowledge and to improve your thinking. So first I would like Mr. Faaruq to present to us the main title of this session, which is language and its effects on logic and knowledge.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I'm very happy to be with you today to discuss this important title, the language. I want to just take language. So our aim today is to know what is language, then what is language comprehension, and how I'm going to use language comprehension to improve my life, to improve my academic life, to improve my professional life. Okay, I want somebody of you to tell me what is language.
Anyone can tell us what is language, the definition, how do we define language? What does it mean to you, language?
Yes, Ahmed.
Language is how you speak, and is the way you speak, and how you speak and the meanings of the words.
Good. Thank you.
Is how you speak and read and write and spell.
Read and write and spell.
It is how to read and write and talk and the meaning of the words.
Okay.
It's a way of communication between the people.
Thank you. Good.
It's how we communicate with each other.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Say, okay. Good. All answers are right. If we go back to the word itself, language comes from the Latin root lingo, and lingo means tongue. Tongue. Okay, this very important organ in our body. If we go back to the beginning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, after creating Adam, وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا ثُمَّ عَرَضَهُمْ عَلَى الْمَلَائِكَةِ فَقَالَ أَنْبِئُونِي بِأَسْمَاءِ هَؤُلَاءِ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. And then he taught Adam the name of all things and presented them to the angels. He asked them, tell me the names of these things. From here the story begins. What is the relationship between language and mind? Yes? In the beginning, things, names. For example, this object, microphone. This object, a stool. This place, a school. how does this develop to be a way of communication, as you said? What is the relationship between mind and words? Yes.
What is a lingo?
What is the relationship between mind and words?
You want to ask a question?
Okay, you want to ask.
What is a lingo?
Lingo means tongue.
Lingo means tongue.
In
Thank
Arabic
you.
we say lisan. In English we say tongue. In that archaic language, Latin, it's called lingo. Okay? From lingo we we derive the word language. For that, when you go back to the name of the dictionary in Arabic, it is called Lisanul Arab. Lisanul Arab. Okay? You understand? Good. Yes.
When you want to share an idea or ask about something or need help or anything, your mind thinks of what language you need to speak to that certain person if you speak both languages, and you need to think of what you need and to share ideas and to communicate.
Good. So, what does control the production of language?
The mind.
The mind. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, language is a process that happens in the mind and produced through our tongue and mouth. Do you know how many movements happen in order to pronounce a word that means don't go? So is language simple to understand? No? What do you think?
It depends on the tone and the way you're saying whatever you're saying and whatever you're trying to get to the other people that you're talking to.
From now we want to go to another level of discussion. Now, we agree that language is not easy to understand. We have to understand very many factors in order to be skilled at language, right? Okay, if a football player wants to be a skilled player, what does he do? Yes, he trains. How much?
He works hard.
He works very hard. Yeah. How much? Day and night. Day and night. For that, we come to a professional level where clubs hire players who are fully dedicated to the club. They train 5 days a week in the morning and in the afternoon. And they play games inside and outside the country. So to be skilled at language, we have to train all day. Now when we say language all day, somebody will say, do you want me to study all day? What do you think?
No, because studying all day is not really necessary, but if you study like 2, 3, 4 hours and try to make that tone possible, then it will work.
We made agreements that we have to train day and night. How can this happen? Come.
You can learn by talking this language.
Yes, this is the
Talking
way.
a lot.
This is a good way. Another way. We can talk the language all time.
Like compromise and at the same time just talk to people that talk that language, and not instead of like just training all the time, just talk to people and
So
communicate.
talking was something we will use. Another thing,
The language, you will forget it if you don't talk with all the people every time this language. When I talk English, I have to talk more English with the people that I revise it and know.
same idea. Good, thank you. You understand fully what you should do. But tell me something. No problem. Okay? Right. Now, is talking the only way? I may suggest something else. If I want to get good training in football, I go to a trainer that is professional. Where do I find a professional language? Yes? A teacher?
A coach.
Coach, teacher, an academy, a native speaker. Can this native speaker, this coach, live all time with me? I need a coach that can stay with me. A dictionary? Yeah, you are going near. A translator? A book. Excellent. I need a book. For that, Arabs said, وَخَيْرُ جَلِيسٍ فِي الزَّمَانِ كِتَابُ. Now, usually these days, people don't like books. They feel bored. But there are some students who feel the opposite. What made those students feel that the book is the best companion and others consider the book is the worst companion? Yes?
Books,
Excellent. Books of different language, you don't feel that it is good? You feel this, okay?
Me personally, I like books. So
What made you like books?
I had a friend who started reading and I said, okay, I will start reading. But after months and months and continuously reading,
I ask you a direct question. Do you enjoy when you read books?
Yes.
Yes. Do you enjoy when you read books? Anybody doesn't enjoy when he reads books? So this is the key word. When I enjoy something, I do it a lot. In the past, when people find a book, because books were very rare, they enjoy reading the book and they copy it. Why? To keep a copy. So for that, in the past, there was a profession called copiers, those who copy books. Now, so reading is the source of language that is genuine, okay? But when reading is linked that I study, I don't like to study, but I like to read. If you reach to this level of practice that you read to enjoy, now while reading, if you want to understand reading, what should you understand first? No, if you want to read a paragraph, you want to understand that paragraph, what should you understand?
Understand the language
The language you want, yeah. If you don't understand, just try practice. Where should you practice?
Like, if I don't know the meaning of the word, I should translate it.
Translate it, this is a way.
To learn the basics first and then start going on.
Yes.
Or use dictionary.
Use dictionary.
You can mostly like books because they know how to, like, what is the reader think of.
Okay, I'll give you an example. I will give you a sentence and there'll be a missing word. Just fill the gap. I felt very sick, so I went to the doctor. Did I use a dictionary here? No. Okay. So, is dictionary necessary from the beginning or I can use it later on? What are the ways I can use instead of using dictionary? Yes?
later on, when you meet a word that you don't.
What you try to make? Yes? Yes, try to think about it.
It depends on what, like the sentence, you read the whole sentence or the paragraph, and
Yeah.
then you understand what the word.
So excellent. You shift from understanding the word into understanding the context. Now, what are the types of reading you know? No, types of reading. How do you read? Not the kinds of reading.
Silent.
Silent reading, scanning, good.
Reading slowly.
What do you call it?
If you're reading from a book that like it's information, you can skim through it.
Skim. Scan and skim. What others? Other ways? When you read a long story at home, what do you call it? Extensive, yes. And when you read to understand something for examination, what do you call it? Intensive. No, scan is different. No. So there are 4 types of reading. Unfortunately, most of the people read intensive. for examination. No, most of the people, I said no, most of the people read intensive for examination only. But people actually read 4 ways. Either they scan, looking for a piece of information in the text, or they skim to understand the whole meaning, or they enjoy reading a novel, extensive, or they prepare for examination, intensive. Unfortunately, what made people don't like books, that they linked reading to the case of studying at school. And if you ask many people who are not good at life, okay, they only read for examination. But those people who are successful, they read every day, and reading is a habit and practice in their life. Why? Because they enjoy reading. When you enjoy something, you do it a lot. Now, why I understand, what understanding makes me after I get full ideas and I comprehend them fully. I'll give you an example. You work in a company and your boss gave you a document and tells you, Ahmed, what do you think about this matter? No, it is not good. This company is no good. The offer is not good. What makes you make that quick judgment? Yes?
Depends on how strong the words are used.
But you understood. How did you understand that document?
What they mostly do is they look up a small words or small statements, look about it, and feel strong.
Yeah. So we'll give that document to 2 people, 2 persons. One of them tells his manager, sir, this is, I need 1 or 2 days to understand it, I will give you feedback. The other guy, coming from a Road schools, quickly, he scans, he skimmed, he looked, he made his decision. Who is able, who is not able? The one who could make his decision quicker, understood quicker. So that guy is like the football trainer who had been training all the time. So when it came the time of examination, a practical examination, he just looked at the paper. In 2 minutes, he understood what is there. The one who is not trained, he needs 1 day to translate, to understand. So can somebody understand a document with a look? Yes?
There are 2 ways to one, not really possible, but it is a public.
Go back to the question of the manager. The manager told you, please, what do you think about this? 2 people were under examination. One could make his decision in 3 minutes, and one took 1 hour. Yeah. Actually, when you go back to the professional life, there is no time. Usually, when you offer or when you put a document in front of any manager, he only needs few minutes to decide about it. He can't say, I will study it. Because for that, he is using the techniques he has learned in order to make his decision. Okay? Go back again. When people read intensive only, and they graduate, and they go to the practical life, they keep using this intensive. So every time they need to read every sentence, every word, translate every word in order to come to the meaning. But when they are practiced to read a lot, they don't need that much time in order to understand. So why do we teach reading? Is it important in math? No? What do you think?
It is important in...
It's important.
It's important in life.
Important in life, in math. I asked about math.
It's important in language and math.
It's important in math and the problem. Maybe in word problem. In comprehension.
In comprehension. Actually, reading is important in every subject. When I want to study about the history of America, I need to read or listen. When I want to study math, I need to deal with problem solving. When I study language, literature, I need to read. When I study geography, whatever, even mathematics, which depends on logic, it is very important to understand language. Okay, so language is important for all aspects of life, all academic aspects. So those who are good at reading, they are good at all subjects. Can you tell me how do international accreditation or assessment boards make their judgment based on which subjects? I mean, if I want to judge that this student is good.
Quizzes.
Language and what? Reading and what? Mathematics? Imagination. Reading and imagination, reading and what? Did you do map? Map
test.
What did that exam depend on? Knowledge in what? On what? You did map.
You got a question right, it will come further.
Yeah. So mainly map depend on language. And Barhum?
What subjects?
What subjects?
What subject we tested on math test? What subject were they?
Math.
English and math. Language and mathematics. So when somebody is good at language and mathematics, he is able to go to professional life. And you can't understand mathematics unless you understand problem solving, which depends on language. So language is the basic. Let's go back to the first sentences Adam heard. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا. So he was taught by Allah the name of all things. The angels themselves, they were powerful, but they did not know the names. Why? Because this gift wasn't given to them. It was given to this selected creature, Adam alayhi salam. And Adam considered wise amongst angels. You know how great are angels? But they respected Adam. Why? Because of knowledge. Because Adam was gifted knowledge by God. And through the mindset and the names of things, the language came. And through this language, we can be successful in life. And in order to be successful in life, be good at language, we should read. Believe me, good readers are good leaders. All leaders, when they stand in front of their company colleagues or students, they say, I was top 10 in my school. I was middle. I was middle in my school. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made me like reading. I loved reading. During examination, I read. I don't study. That reading later on helped me a lot. When when you go for interview in companies, most of the company managers, they look at your skill of communication. How can you express yourself? And those who are good at language, good at comprehension, they can express themselves very accurately, very talented. Okay? For that, my invitation to you today, to spread amongst you classmates, that the most of what we are doing in schools is malpractice, is wrong practice. We study only for examination. I know you are a selected group of students, but the practice amongst the majority of the students, they study only when they have examination. And this is not good. This will not make them successful employees. This will not make them successful citizens, because imagine later on you will graduate, you will go introduce yourself to the company manager. You should be good at expressing yourself. I'll give you an example now. And after a while you want to get married. You should go to the new people offering yourselves. You have to speak in a way that you convince them that I am the right guy for your daughter, right? Later on, you will be a leader in the community, and you want to convince your cousins, your elder people, that you can decide for them. Unless you have the language that is high level, influential, they will not believe you. We selected some students to represent us in Janadriya exhibition. And one of them, mashallah, he made a stand or a situation where he convinced the Minister of Education to stand for more than 3-4 minutes just looking at our wing in the exhibition. He told the minister, "Sir, we have waiting long for you. I hope you give us enough time to see what we have." See, this little student had the ability to speak these nice words. Otherwise, the minister will just pass by. Good, and then he go. But with these nice words, he could convince a man of the way of the Minister of Education to stand, shake hands with all the members, and look at the exhibition, okay? So, the aim of teaching language in the school is to make you good people in the society. It is not a matter of examination. In the judgment day, you will stand in front of your Creator. He will ask you questions one-to-one. And the way you answer, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will lead you, inshallah, to the right answer. But the way you answer, you will feel good, you will be forgiven. The way you can express yourself in a way, if you are the right side, how do you speak yourself? If you are on the wrong side, how do you speak yourself? In Jordan, I don't know if you are Jordanians there, we have some incidents, unfortunately, lead to crimes. They select the best people from the community to go and represent the criminal side. And at the end of the session, the other side say, "We forgive." Why? Because they selected the best words to approach the other party. I once attended one of these sessions, and when the choice was very bad. They selected a guy who could not express himself in a way. After 2 minutes, what the other side did, they kicked them out of the house. "Go out! You killed our son and now you are speaking this." If they have just 10 the words in a way, asking for forgiveness, the other party will forget his right. So language is very important to make you a human being, to retain you to the thing you are created for, to be Khalifa, a successor on earth. What is the aim of us being on earth? إني جاعل في الأرض
خليفة.
إني جاعل في الأرض خليفة أتجعل فيها من يسفك الدماء ونحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك. What did God say? إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون. لذلك إن الملائكة لتعجب من الإنسان الصالح رغم كل هذه الشهوات ورغم كل المغريات ورغم كل ما يعطيه البطش من لذة والفسوق من شعور شيطاني، ولكن هذا الإنسان اختار أن يكون إنسان صالح. فلذلك عندما رأى جبريل عليه السلام النار قال والله يعني لن يدخلها أحد، حولها شهوات كثيرة. وعندما رأى الجنة ورأى ما حولها من المكاره قال والله لا يدخلها أحد. فالذي يستطيع أن ينجح في حياته هو إنسان مميز، هو إنسان أدى الرسالة الحقيقية. وهذه الرسالة الحقيقية، وأختم كلامي بهذا الشيء، هذه الرسالة الحقيقية موجودة في كتاب. لذلك قال أحد الناس ماذا أعلم ولدي؟ What should I teach my son? قال teach him Quran will teach him everything.
Okay.
هل النص القرآني نص سهل ولا صعب؟ هو ميسر وليس سهل، هو ميسر مسهل، ولكنه هو يعتبر نص راقي ولا بسيط؟ راقي. ومع ذلك يقرأه الصغير والكبير باستيعاب وبتلذذ وبتكرار. أنا قرأت رواية لأحد الكتاب لسيدني شيلدون، أتمنى أني ما قرأتها كما قالت تلك المرأة حتى أعيد لذة القراءة مرة أخرى. القرآن تقرأه في كل يوم وفي كل أسبوع وتشعر أنك ما تمل. فلذلك my advice to you, read to enjoy, read a lot, keep a companion with you, that is the book. Any comment? I will take 2 comments.
Actually, I want to ask them, after all what you have heard from Mr. Farouk now, I want to ask you about what have you learned from this session, and how we are able, or Mr. Farouk was able to change your future plans, okay, for what are you going to do? How did you change your mind regarding the language and regarding reading comprehension in general? Let me listen to your answers, and if someone wants to answer, please come here. Anyone wants to answer? How are you intending to change yourself? Yes, please.
What I learned from this session, that Mr. Farouk actually told us that reading is important and language is important for your life, and you can interact with people and communicate with people. And reading could be enjoyable for everyone. And a lot of people do not read because they never tried reading, and they never reading or have everything. And
so when we read, we should do it and enjoy it, and not just to read it to pass a quiz or pass an exam. Okay, use it as a tool for your life, the work that you really enjoy. Yes, please.
I learned that Mr. Farouk al-Harra has taught me that I should work hard for what I want to do. For my goal, I should work hard for it. And reading is so good for our lives, so we can communicate with other people. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Ahmed, please.
Mr. Farouk has inspired me that I would read more and read language more and read books.
Mazen.
Mr. Farouk taught me that if I read a lot, I will succeed in life.
Thank you. Muhammad.
I learned that language and the way you speak is not only to communicate, also to the way you inform or persuade, and to change someone's mind, or like to talk in a way that helps people and that helps you.
So as if he wants to say that language is life. Language is life, is your life. Thank you very much, Muhammad. Yes, Abdulaziz.
In this session, I learned that reading is important if you want to be any successful in life.
Thank you very much. Yes, please.
Today I learned that language is important and that we should use it more often in our daily lives.
Thank you. Any additions? Any additions, Mr. Farouk?
Language is the miracle I believe in, because this language is it is not easy to explain. What happens inside the mind and articulated in the mouth and comes out with meaning is really a miracle. Hundreds, even thousands of processes, chemical and electrical, happens in the mind and then are produced in a nice way that we are used to, we don't notice. When do you feel that language is really something uneasy, not easy? When you see a case of aphasia, somebody can't speak, and the scientists tried this with the mind, when they made a little pressure on the articulation spot in the mind, in the brain, and the guy could not speak. And when they removed the pressure, he speaks. Okay. So the ability we have now, we have to think about it. And in order to improve it, there is only one way. One way. And I challenge, I don't like this language, but I challenge those who read are best at education, are best in the academic life. That's all. Thank you very much.
Okay. فورب السماء أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فورب السماء والأرض إنه لحق مثل ما أنكم تنطقون. Mr. Farouk said it is a miracle, and really it is a miracle, and Allah Azza wa Jal compared this to a miracle, that something is haqq, is real, as just you speak, okay, is two pieces of flesh, and some saliva that mix it with produce words. This is really a miracle. At the end of this session, I would like to thank Mr. Farouk Al-Hara, the academic consultant in the Road International School, and I would like also to thank our students who joined us this morning. Thank you very much, and we would like to present the crystal for Mr. Farouk at the end of this session as a memory of this. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.